Donald Trump hates his critics. He has said so numerous times, even claiming that he doesn't care about them at all.
What is your response to critics who say that
I don't care about critics?
But what happens when those critics are your die-hard fans? And we're not just talking about the everyday, ordinary Trump supporter. We're talking about the people that follow the guy on his own personal echo chamber soapbox Truth Social. Yeah, these are the ride or dies, and they are turning on Donald Trump in record numbers, publicly attacking him on his own shitty social media platform. And trust me, I would know. I had to go there for this video. It sucks. So get ready, because the hate does not even stop there. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to US Democratic Socialists for more good news like this you don't want to miss. All right, let's start here with replies to Donald Trump's infamous post now about ending an entire civilization, right? We know the one. All right, this user, @UltraMAGAKing, great name there, by the way, no notes. Mwah. It's chef's kiss. Quote, "You are utterly destroying your presidency with this nonsense. It's probably too late to course correct at this point. A shameful waste of a great start." Now, I wouldn't call the first year of Donald Trump's second term a great start, but my name isn't also Ultra MAGA King, so can't say much there. But yeah, when you have a supporter with that kind of name calling you out publicly on your own app, you know you fucked up somewhere. Here we have another user with the @NoDemLib saying, "I don't support Prez Yahoo or this kind of talk. It's Easter. What's wrong with you? I voted it 3 times for you. What the hell is wrong with you?" Honestly, I couldn't agree more with @NoDemLib. Good on you there. Another post coming from the account Authentic American wrote that, quote, "Mr. President, you are losing me as a supporter with this kind of behavior. I have supported you for so long, and I am just to my point where I am ready to wash my hands of supporting you. I have been through a lot of garbage for supporting you since 2016. Wow, this is a day oneer, a 2016 Trump supporter going out publicly on Truth Social saying, "Listen, man, I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. You gotta cut this shit out." And this is not even the half of it, right? There were hundreds of critical responses out there. Another one coming from Trump Will Save Us 2024 saying, "Even if it was a joke, you are actually so immature it's sad. And I voted for you twice and stick up for you all day long on Facebook." Wow. All right, we have a Trump soldier in our midst here, also claiming that they're over it. Trump Will Save Us 2024, a real sword fighter out there on the battlefield of Facebook, blocking all the crazy libs from talking shit about our dear leader. I see. Good on ya. Trump Will Save Us 2024. And there are so many more like this. People who have said they're for President Trump 100%, or that they are a Trump-loving conservative day oneers. They're saying that they're heartbroken and that Trump has a lust for blood. I mean, it is really all going down on Truth Social right now. And all of this is really additionally hilarious because Donald Trump left Twitter after he was banned over the Capitol insurrection. Go figure. He created his own social media platform, Truth Social, and he thought that that would be his own echo chamber, right? His own little enclave where him and his most staunch supporters and a bunch of bots, let me tell you, there's a lot. They all just yell at each other in this echo chamber and in this dungeon that they've all built for each other with whatever racist or bigoted fantasy they can come up with. Trump thought that Truth Social was his safe space, but now not even his #1 supporters are fucking with him anymore. And it gets worse because the New York Times did an analysis of the responses beneath Trump's most recent posts, especially in regards to the very controversial ones about Iran. And the analysis looked at over 40,000 comments under Donald Trump's posts, and more than half of the respondents to Donald Trump's warning on Tuesday, that specific post about the whole civilization will die, you know it, they were negative. Right? They were not having a good time with it. And only a quarter over the last few posts that they analyzed were supportive in the first place, with some of them saying that Trump's got a backbone and he's going to finish the job. And like, okay. And by the way, this was the New York Times accounting. They were taking into account all the bots on Truth Social. So the posts that they were really looking at were from real people, ones that actually had the look and the posts and the likes and the replies of actual real individuals. They actually made sure that these were prevalent, real users on Truth Social. And that is saying a lot because there is a fuck ton of robots on Truth Social just trying to piss off your grandma or something. Just what a flat out embarrassment for Donald Trump, right? His own social media site turning against him in a hilarious way. It's almost too good to be true. But the hate does not stop there. Trump loyalist and Bootlicker of the Year award winner Megyn Kelly has also completely shifted her stance on Donald Trump, calling him out in this scathing rebuke today on her program. Take a look.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I am sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. Can't he just behave like a normal human? I mean, honestly, like the president, 3D chess, shut up. fucking shut up about that shit. You don't threaten to wipe out an entire civilization. We're talking about civilians just casually in a social media post.
To answer that question, if the president can be a normal human being for a second, no. No, he cannot. He's actually physically incapable of doing that, actually. It's a fun fact. Yeah, he actually suffers from I'm a fucking piece of shit-itis. Yeah, it's unfortunately, it's not curable in his old age, so he's just going to live with that. I do want to point out one thing about Megyn Kelly's remarks here that's pretty interesting, because just 2 days ago, she was saying stuff like this.
I mean, honestly, Trump could drop a nuke and I'd still vote Republican over those people, because
You're
they want
a Fifth Avenue voter.
In some ways, I really am.
So one day you support him nuking an entire country and you're like, yup, still voting for Republicans, ride or die, baby. But then when actually pressed about it, and when he actually posts something that says, I'm going to destroy an entire civilization, you're actually like, you know what? No, that is bad. Okay, I mean, I'm glad you finally changed your mind, I suppose. But Donald Trump also has some thoughts on Megyn Kelly. Why don't you take a look?
Megyn Kelly, may she rest in peace. She's sort of making a career by pretending she likes me.
That's the guy that Megyn Kelly stood up for years, right? He does not give a shit about her or anyone for that matter. He only cares about himself, plain and simple. I mean, we all know this, right? But a bootlicker like Megyn Kelly has, honestly, yeah, she lives off the fact that she is a Trump supporter, and he doesn't care. He does not care about you, right? He will just do whatever he needs for number one, whether that means posting on Truth Social in all caps, or if it means screwing over anybody. He will do it. Speaking of Truth Social in all caps, Donald Trump has continued his tear on Truth Social over the evening, posting shit like, NATO wasn't there when we needed them, and they won't be there if we need them again. Remember Greenland, that big, poorly run piece of ice. President DGT messed that one up there. That's all right. Trump is insane. We know this, right? But he loves to surround himself with people who are more insane or just diehard bootlickers who will just like eat up his shit and then say thank you and ask for seconds, right? That is his MO for people that he wants in his orbit. Look to Pete Hegseth, Caroline Leavitt, Little Marco, JD Vance, right? All of these people are just diehards for Donald Trump, and they are only loyal to him, right? And he also wants that in his supporters. It's cult-like, right? Either you are a diehard who will never turn away from him, or you were never a fan to begin with, right? All these people leaving on Truth Social, they're getting a lot of flack from the people who are still in the cult, right? They're saying, you know, you were never a true American patriot like me. I'm still with Donald Trump 100%. And then they see that and they go, no, I was a fan of Donald Trump for many years. I really did support, you know, all of his terrible policies. That disconnect will push people away, right? That's why Donald Trump is becoming more and more unpopular, because you have to go along with everything he says or does, or have this mental disconnect where if he does something you don't like, you're just like, well, it's him. He can do whatever he wants, right? It's a cult. And we are seeing these barricades falling. We are seeing the cracks forming, even in the uber ultra diehards, right? The people who are on Truth Social. You know how much shit you have to go through to follow Donald Trump on Truth Social? You got to put your phone number, your email. It's ridiculous, right? You are getting so many spams and bots and bullshit just so you can hit like on some idiot's post, right? That is all they're doing. And these people are the diehards, right? These people are legit. But now they're turning away from him. And so if those people are turning away, well, the fan base is crumbling, right? And Supreme Leader Daddy Trump is blundering left and right. And just looking at the polls, Trump is all but finished. But I think that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to US Democratic Socialists. We are encroaching on 100,000 subscribers, so that would be super awesome. And don't forget to comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about this whole situation. So do all the good stuff. I'm going to head out. I'm Iago Lashua. Have a good day. Goodbye.